Hey everybody, and welcome to another Legion Live. It is our Tuesday afternoon, morning, maybe night, depending on where you are, episode where we cover something related to e-commerce. We usually try to cover something current, something quick, something impactful, and something that will help you with your business. Most of you know that for a while we've been talking about Walmart over at the Private Label Legion, and we've been sharing a lot of really cool information about the opportunity of Walmart. And behind the scenes, Helium 10, who is one of our favorite software tools out there, has been building some really great tools to help us get data and get information specifically from the Walmart marketplace. So in this episode, we have Carrie Miller as a guest, who is, I guess, the Walmart guru over at Helium 10, who is actually going to walk us through those new tools because, frankly, I haven't even had a walkthrough, and I'm not sure if I'm using them correctly. So I think it's going to be cool. So Carrie, if you would briefly maybe introduce yourself, just briefly talk about why Helium 10 has been focusing on building these tools for Walmart, and then we can actually jump into a demo.
Yeah, my name is Carrie. I'm actually also an e-commerce seller. So I work at Helium 10 and I'm an e-commerce seller. So I have that background. Walmart is actually just kind of an up and coming market. So Helium 10 recognized that and wanted to provide tools, especially because we've been seeing a lot of sellers expand to Walmart. So we wanted to give tools that'll help you so that you're not flying blind, because before we created these tools, you really were just kind of going in like, well, I guess this will work. And now we have some good data that'll help you to make good decisions using data. So I'm really excited to show you guys these tools.
And why did Helium 10 pick out Walmart specifically as opposed to other marketplaces? And you guys could have tools for eBay, for Etsy. Right?
I'm not exactly sure, other than it's a bigger market than the rest of the markets currently, or maybe it's up and coming. I'm not really sure. It would just be a guess of mine. But I do know it's an up and coming market and there's a lot of opportunity there. So they definitely saw it as a great opportunity for e-commerce sellers. So that's why they chose Walmart.
And how long has Helium 10 been working on the Walmart tools? Any idea?
It's been since closer to the beginning of the year. So we've been working on it for a while.
And it just launched, 2 or 3 weeks ago officially?
Officially, yeah. Let's see, we're in October, so it's been about a month or so since we officially launched them. Yeah.
Cool. Well, let's go ahead and jump into it. As I understand it, you've got 3 tools that we're going to go over.
Yes.
Right. So the 3 tools are Magnet, Cerebro, and Xray.
Yeah.
Which are the 3 tools that I use the most in Helium 10, anyways.
Yeah.
So you've got permission to screen share. Why don't you take it away and go ahead and show us some of these tools, and I'll just interject with questions.
Okay.
Bradley says hello from Germany. I know these people.
Oh, hello, Bradley. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and share.
Yeah, don't share the wrong screen.
Yeah.
You don't open up an email where you're bashing Bradley to somebody.
Yeah, right. Okay, can you see my screen right here?
Yep.
Walmart. Okay, so what you want to first do is I'm going to talk to you about Xray first, because I think this is where a lot of people are going to start, because you want to, take a look at maybe your current Amazon products and see which ones would be a good fit for the market. So I always like to start with Xray first. And I always use the example of standing mirror. So I actually already searched standing mirror right here. And I'm going to show you how Xray works. So it's the same as when you utilize this on Amazon. You just click on Xray.
Xray is the tool that shows estimated sales volume and a few other things. So
yes.
Xray, you actually have to go onto the Walmart platform, have the Chrome extension installed, and hit the little button. It's going to pop up, right?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah. So this is going to give you a lot of really good information, especially, if you're kind of expanding out. Now, anyone who's selling on Walmart needs to have an established brand. So usually people can easily transition to the Walmart platform by utilizing products that you're already selling. So you can check on here, the products that you already sell, whether or not they'd be a good opportunity, or what has the most demand on Walmart right now to test out the market. So this is Xray, and it looks very similar to our Amazon Xray, and it's extremely helpful in just determining all kinds of different things. So the first thing we have here is it shows the total revenue. So I chose standing mirror here. So on this first page, the total revenue is $480,000. The average revenue per seller is about $13,000. And then something I really like that is super helpful is that we have Amazon data right next to the Walmart data. So a lot of people have been comparing the two for the, before we even had any tools. And so they're going back and forth. And so for people who already have kind of a strategy, you've got it right here in front of you. So you don't have to go flipping back and forth to Amazon and pulling the Xray there and here and back. So we made it easier for sellers that way. So we've got sorry, what?
On this Xray screen, is there any other Amazon data that's being shown on the Walmart screen, or is it just the sales volume that's ported over?
Oh, we've got a bunch of Amazon stuff that I'll show you here.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, there's a lot of good Amazon stuff. Then we also show the average price here. So the average price is $116 on Walmart, and then the average price on Amazon is $132. What's really interesting is, as I've kind of played around with this, I've actually seen the Walmart prices a lot of times being higher. So it's just very interesting to see. And then, so this is percentage of Walmart Fulfillment Services, or WFS. This is really important for your ranking because Walmart is actually giving people better rank when they're utilizing the Walmart Fulfillment Services. They're really wanting to expand that out. So it's basically just like Prime on Amazon. Something that I see really interesting is that when I first started doing this, WFS maybe wasn't as important. And when I looked at this, there were about 0% WFS. And now on the first page, it's starting to increase. Now it's, I think the last time I did this, it was 15%. Now it's 20%. People are starting to climb in the ranks with utilizing WFS. So that's really a good metric to look at. Something else to look at is, okay, if this is, 100% of them are using WFS, it's probably going to be pretty competitive because that's one of the ranking parameters that you want to look at. So that's something to consider when you're looking at whether or not you should sell a product as well. So then the next thing we have is we've got all the products that are on this search page listed right here. So we've got them all there. We'll show the sponsored and then show different things with badges and things like that. So that's what these little things are here. So maybe like a clearance badge or a bestseller badge. It'll show you whether or not something is either sponsored or if it has a promotion, something like that. So okay, so the next thing is it'll show you the title. It shows you the brand. We've got the category here. Product category is actually really important because keywords are actually tied to the product categories. So you want to make sure that when you upload your listings that you're in the same category as the majority of your competitors because keywords are tied to those categories. So if you are trying to rank for a keyword and you're in the wrong category, then you won't rank for that keyword. So that's something to keep in mind. Product ID, this is just like the ASIN. So we're utilizing this product ID to basically do reverse ASIN searches on Cerebro and just to identify the product. So if you want, you can just copy it from here by clicking this little copy button, and I'll copy that for later for when we utilize this for Cerebro. But basically, that's just the identifying number. You can actually find it also on, if I just open this next thing, let's see. You can find it in the URL. Usually it's the last 9 digits, but it's these 9 digits right here in the URL. So that's what the product ID is. We also have the UPC code if we do have it on here. So we've got the UPC shown. We've got the price. We show the ratings. Now, ratings used to not be as important, but they are pretty important right now for your ranking. And also something really cool is when you go over to Walmart, you can get your reviews syndicated with tools like Yotpo. So you can basically bring in your reviews from like Shopify and places like that, which is really cool. And that'll help you with getting the review count. Now, when I first started looking at these, the review counts were lower and I'm steadily seeing them climb. So that's something, you want to consider getting in early, getting those reviews up with your review syndication and things like that. Show the number of images on there. We also show here the Walmart sales. So this is unit sales and then the Walmart revenue. Something else that's cool is we actually also show the ASIN. So you can actually just click on this and it'll take you to Amazon and it'll show you the exact listing on Amazon if it's available. So that's if we were able to identify whether or not this particular product is selling on Amazon as well. And then here we go. We've got some more Amazon data. We've got the Amazon price. If we can pull that, we've got the Amazon revenue. Which is really, really helpful for a lot of sellers. I know a lot of people take kind of a percentage of the Amazon revenue to kind of guesstimate different things. And then Amazon sales are on here. We've got the Amazon sales graph, the Amazon bestseller ranking, active Amazon sellers, so the number of sellers per listing. And then something else over here is really important is, whether or not your product is got fast shipping, because that also will play into your rank. So next day eligible, a lot of these don't have that. We don't have 2-day shipping. A lot of these are third-party sellers, which is really helpful information. First party is usually the big brands that are in the store. And then at the very end here, we have kind of a breakdown of your listing quality score. Now, Walmart gives you a listing quality score on the back of on your seller center when you log in, and it'll help you to kind of, optimize your listing that way. We've done kind of a guesstimate here, so it's not exact. It's not going to be the exact score that your competitors are getting, but we're giving you a pretty good idea of their scores. So their listing score, their content score, their offer score, and rating score. So those are important for your ranking overall. And I'll go ahead and show you on here. So I'm on this listing right here, you can actually see a score breakdown. So we've got content discoverability. So it shows the different components that we've looked at for, giving a 92% content discoverability, containing between 50 and 75 characters in your title. The brand name is contained in the title. That's important for Walmart. Correct title, capitalization, all these different things for content discoverability. Also, images is important as well, like the correct sizing of the images, and product attributes are really important. So when you go on the back of Seller Center, you can actually, it'll show you which attributes that you need to fill in. And it looks like this competitor did not fill in all of their attributes. The offer score is, do they have expedited or free shipping? Are they utilizing Walmart fulfillment services? And is the price competitive with similar listings? And then also the ratings score. So that's actually kind of in beta, but that's kind of gives you a really good breakdown when you're looking at your competitors, maybe to see where they're missing some things and where you can beat them out on the competition. So that's Xray, which is, I love that we have the sales estimates and all the great information that we didn't have a few months before. So that's Xray. Do you have any questions, Tim, before I move on?
No, and I do want to say this about Xray. I think that there's kind of a fallacy when people are learning how to sell on a marketplace, worrying too much about sales volume. So Xray, whether you're looking at Amazon or looking at Walmart, is a great tool, but make sure that you're not overly focusing on it and thinking, hey, just because other people are selling these products, I can too. And on the flip side, don't think that, hey, just because there's low sales volume doesn't mean other people won't buy mine. It might be that there's a mismatch. They might not have a great product that they're offering, or the price may be too high or something. The real kind of decision maker on whether you should sell something is demand. It's search volume over sales. There is a lot of data that I love looking at from Xray, but remember, it's not like the only and I'm not making a decision just based on existing sales volume for my competitors. So keep that in mind. But speaking of keywords and search volume, Carrie, let's go ahead and jump into, are we going to jump into Magnet or
I'll do Cerebro first.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to scroll back over. And
we always call, like Cerebro and Amazon, we call it the reverse ASIN tool, but Walmart doesn't have ASINs. So what do we call these? The reverse
product ID.
Reverse product ID tool. That doesn't sound as sexy, but
yeah,
it's something better.
Yeah. So I'm just going to copy this product ID right here. Also, something going back to the Xray. Something I also am seeing is just the market is growing like every day that I go in there. So even if something doesn't look like it has a ton of demand right now, it's a good time to get in there and get established at the top. So don't be scared to do that with your products that you have. Okay, so let's go into the Helium 10 tools. Now we have this new mega menu. Some of you still have the left-hand toolbar, but you basically just drop down this toolbar menu and click on Cerebro to get to Cerebro. And then something that you have to do right now, we're on the Amazon market. So you need to scroll down all the way down here to walmart.com so that it's set up for Walmart. And then I'm just going to paste the product ID in there and get keywords right here. And I'll do a new search. I always like to do a new search. So, okay. So here's Cerebro, and this is just with one product ID. So you can take a look at all the great information here. We've got the total keywords, the number of organic keywords and sponsored keywords, the word frequency bank, just like we have on Amazon. that gives you the most frequently used words on that product. So then another thing that I love is you can still filter. You can filter search volume. So if you wanted to find, I'll show you this in just a second, actually, because I want to show you down here what the results look like. So these are all the keyword phrases that we have here. And then on Walmart, we don't have exact search volume. So that's why it's showing very low, low, medium, high, and very high. So we have kind of a range. We're still in beta, so we're still working on that information. But for now, it'll at least give you a good idea of where the search volume is. And then we put right next to it to help you out the search volume on Amazon. So it'll help you to kind of, see where things are at on Amazon, what the demand is on Amazon there. We also show you the number of competing products, the number of sponsored products, and then sponsored rank right here is real. I always love this one. I always like to look at my competitors. I put them in one by one and just sort and see where all their advertising is. You can see the organic rank and the different match types. So if I go back up here, you can see that you can actually sort the Walmart volume by very low, low, medium, high, and very high. And I actually usually sort just by high and very high because you want to use more general keywords. So sometimes I just like to look at those first. Search volume, you can do just, like you would on Amazon, the minimum search volume and maximum you can put in there. You can put in rank, organic rank, sponsored rank, and sort by that. Sort by the number of competing products. Sort by word count. It's always defaulted at 2, but you can change it to 1 if you want it, or 3 or 4. And then you can choose the match type here. And then you can also show, I always like to do sorting by different phrases because I like to sometimes I'll use like the main phrase and want to see only the phrases that contain that phrase. You can also exclude phrases like if there's a brand name that's just like dominating all the keywords, I usually put those in there to exclude them out so that I don't see them and I can see just the keywords that I want to write in my listing. And then you can also sort by just different other badges and things like that right there. So that is how you do a single search on Cerebro for the product, the basically reverse product ID. But I'll go ahead and do another. You can do up to 9 or 10, I believe. Yeah, 10. I think 10 products. The first one is going to be the one that everything is compared to. So you can do multiple searches at the same time, and then you can compare them all. So I'll just see if I can do one more. Actually, I'll do this one. And I'll put them all just like we do the reverse ASIN. Get keywords. It's just loading real quick. Might take just a second.
But Helium 10, it's so slow.
Nah, it could be my internet, but it's coming here. All right, here we go. So this is how we can compare our competitors to ourselves. So usually if you want to compare them to you, you would put your product ID right here so that you can compare everything else. But if you're just doing, product research, you can just utilize it. You can put it wherever. So again, same thing here on the results. If you look, the keyword phrases are all right here, and you can actually see the search volume right here. And it's, again, the range for Walmart. And then it shows you the Amazon search volume as well. It'll show you the sponsored products, the number of competing products, sponsored rank, average. So this is the average sponsored rank for all of the product IDs that you have up there. The sponsored rank counts the number of products that are ranking for sponsored ads on those. So all 3 of them are bidding on floor easel. All 3 of them are bidding on full body mirror for bedroom wood. So things like that. And then position rank. The position rank is the first, basically the first product ID here. So that's usually why you would put yourself there. And then the relative rank is where you are in comparison to the other 2. So you're ranked number 2 comparatively to the others. And then the competitor rank right here this is just the average rank of all of the competitors for that keyword. the number of ranking keywords, and then the performance score. So it's really helpful to kind of compare yourself to your competitors, because you can see what keywords that you might be missing in your sponsored ads, and any keywords that you might need to be ranking organically for that you didn't realize. You can kind of take a look and see what the other strategies that your competitors are utilizing on Walmart or on the Walmart. And then, obviously we have it for Amazon too. So it's a really, really helpful tool. And we have the same filters up here for just sorting out search volume, showing phrases that contain a certain word or keywords, and then you can also exclude them again. You can do minimum, maximum position rank, competitor performance score. You've got all these different things that you can filter out and kind of sort these in different ways. So that is how you utilize Cerebro. Do you have any questions about that?
Nope. It's Walmart's reverse ASIN that's not an ASIN.
Yes.
But close enough. All right.
Yeah.
So awesome. we got 2 down and 1 to go. And for those of you that are watching this, please go back and watch a replay of this, because this is important stuff. There is not a lot of content out about using these tools yet. I know that's coming and it's being worked on. But right now, understanding how to utilize the search volume functions and keyword analysis on Walmart is a distinct tactical advantage. So make sure you're checking that out. All right, let's check out Magnet, which is the tool where you essentially put in a keyword, find out the search volume, and also let Walmart's indexing tell you other related keywords as well.
All right. Remember always to go down to walmart.com when you go into the new tool, because I always forget to do that. So I always try to remind people. Okay, so we're going to do, I'll do standing mirror again. Okay, so I'll hit get keywords, new search. So yeah, this is where you just can, get some great keyword ideas. And I usually put in my main keyword in there to see what other keywords come up. And then I start, sorting from there and going down the rabbit hole, finding a lot of, similar words that I can utilize in my listing, or even sometimes I find new product ideas doing this as well. So it's loading and coming on up here. Okay. So as you can see down here, the results that we get are the phrase right here. And we do have the bestseller badge that's in beta as well. But we have search volume, again, the same range. We've got the Amazon search volume. We've got the sponsored products, how many sponsored products. We've got competing products, and then the match type. So it's really a bit more basic. It's where you can start your product research to kind of take a look at different similar keywords, and you can sort them again by the search volume. You can also do the Amazon sorting as well by the search volume. So it's pretty much a lot of the same sorting functions that you have. My favorite is always the exclude phrases and show phrases, because I always, like to sort things out or find, phrases that maybe contain this specific root that I have, root words in it. So that's kind of how I utilize that. But you can filter all these out the same way. Organic and Smart Complete. Smart Complete is actually pretty important when you're searching on Walmart. You've got all these Smart Complete words on here. So these are actually words you want to consider, basically that Walmart is saying they're really important for search, and they're searched quite a bit. So you can actually filter those out with the Smart Complete. So you can see all of those keywords that are in the Smart Complete right here. So it's really helpful to kind of sort those out and take a look at those. So it's pretty basic. So it's definitely helpful for finding those initial keywords and taking a look at what your opportunities are in terms of keyword search volume. Any questions on that, Ted?
No, I think that's it.
All right.
So I know that there's some other tools mixed into the Helium 10 Walmart suite, and I know there's other things, like you got some profits, things like that, and some other things that are coming out in the near future. But I think those are the big ones when we're looking at potential product analysis to potentially sell something on Walmart. It's very important. I do love the correlation between Walmart and Amazon. Just remember, these are not apples to apples comparisons, just because something's too competitive or saturated or not a good fit for Amazon doesn't mean it's not for Walmart. So make sure you're looking at them independently. So Carrie, I think this is the longest Legion Live we've ever done. We're right at about 25 minutes, and usually we're at like 14, but that's okay because we had a lot to cover. So again, those of you that are watching, thank you so much for watching this, and make sure that you check out the replay of this. You can find that on YouTube. You can find us on basically any social, but starting with YouTube, Private Label Legion, Tim Jordan, Norm Farrar. We also have a website with other Walmart content, sellingonwalmart.com. We've got free videos with some of the most commonly asked questions about Walmart there. And you guys will see Carrie and I doing some more stuff in the near future. I won't spill the beans on that, but Carrie and I are going to be spending all of next week together filming content, which I think you guys are going to find very interesting. So I'm excited about that. So make sure if you're watching this on YouTube to smash that subscribe button and that thumbs up button on the video for us and show us that love. We appreciate it. Carrie, any other final words of wisdom before we sign off?
No, it'd be cool if anyone has any, like if they've used the Walmart tools, if they could show any other strategies that maybe I didn't mention or things to think about when you're utilizing the tools, and just kind of share what your experience has been so far with the tools if you've used them.
Awesome. Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Carrie. Thank you all for listening in to this Legion Live. We'll see you guys next week.